I came because I got recruited to play basketball. So I went out to Carroll and I played basketball out there, and it kind of fit into my goals at the time, right? Because not only was there a basketball team there, but Carroll actually had a fairly healthy education department. So seeing as I wanted to be a high school math teacher who was coaching basketball, that seemed to be the perfect fit.
He was a good student. He was a three-dimensional student. He played basketball and did other things. And you know, when you're that age, life can take on some interesting changes of paths, and I think that's what happened with him.
I started to back out of doing teaching. It was September 11, 2001. I went back to Newhall where I was staying, and I turned on the TV, and sure enough, there's everything that's going on in New York City. I was in a fraternity, Delta Rho Upsilon at the time. And there were a lot of guys who were like, you know what, we're joining the Army. We're going to go join the Army. So we had several guys literally break off and go join the Army. And I'm not the military kind of guy. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to go try and figure out a different way I can do this. So that's how that whole change pretty much happened.
He had a drive, I would say. He also asked questions which were not just how to do this or what is that, but he asked questions why, which is also a unique feature of students. It means the person thinks bigger than just details in front of them. So that's unique. Not all students do it.
So I busted my butt trying to figure that stuff out. And what's really funny is that when I was doing this, one of the other students recognized that I was doing really well, and he started saying, all right, well, we got to study together. Well, we got to do this. Or let's work on our homework together. And we started doing this, and I'm helping him out and working through all these classes. And mind you, the guy who's talking to me was a Harvard graduate with a master's in statistics. And he's asking me for help because UMBC was brutal for the doctoral program. And it was funny because it turns out that he was an employee of the NSA. He goes, apply, put my name on there, and maybe it'll help. I got accepted into the NSA, and then during that time, I had passed my comprehensives that summer that I applied. So I just got over that threshold.
Maybe this was fall 2005 or maybe spring 2006. This gentleman in black suit knocks on my door and says, may I have 10 minutes of your time? And I said, yeah. And then he shows to me a FBI identification card. He says, well, I would like to ask a few questions about Mr. Justin Jacobs. So, you know, the first thought that crossed my mind was, how could he get in trouble for investigating exponential model? He told me that they needed, he applied for a position and he had to pass security clearance.
I figured I found a really good niche at what I was doing and where I was at, and a lot of it became more force protection kind of things. So it was a lot of mathematical modeling, a lot of differential geometry, a lot of signal propagation analysis, a lot of geolocation, a lot of data analysis, and a whole lot of traveling.
Most of our military activity these days is intelligence-driven and data-driven, and so he's part of a group of people that takes that intelligence that's being gathered and does data analysis on it to try to make our military as effective as it can be.
In December 2013, I got a phone call saying, congratulations, you have been awarded the Presidential Career Award.
All I could tell you is that the President of the United States thought that what he did was good enough to give him an award for young scientists. Wow.
His work and has turned out to be useful in a number of different ways and has improved national security is a really neat thing.
Yeah, it's really impressive that what he's doing in terms of service, not just knowledge, science and statistics, but in terms of service for the country. It's very impressive.
Just to be honored as a distinguished alumni in a science and technology field is just a great emphasis on what the school can accomplish. I do feel very honored to be given this award.